This is an important issue for me. I represent the central and northwestern region of the state of Illinois, and we have two possible passenger rail corridors in the district that I serve. The first is service from Chicago to Rockford, and then on to Galena, and then over the river into Dubuque, Iowa. The second is Chicago to the Quad Cities. I live in a town called Moline. The Quad Cities are Moline and Rock Island in my congressional district. That project was awarded $177 million in federal money in 2011 as part of the high-speed intercity passenger rail program. The Chicago to Quad Cities route has experienced delays upon delays due to uncertainty, mostly at the state government level. We've got some issues with our state budget. But it's now moving forward, and we're working very, very hard to get this over the finish line. And as you might expect, it's a major economic development impact on our community, 800 new jobs, helping with tourism, helping our families get back and forth to Chicago, which is very congested if you do that by driving. So, Mr. Nissenbaum, I actually have two questions for you. The rest of you can relax. I don't have any questions for the rest of you. You've been at FRA for some time, and I think you're familiar with this project. And the FRA has been a really big help to our office, so I want to thank you and your colleagues for that. I'm wondering if as you sit here, if you can offer your commitment to continue to working with us on this project so we don't continue to face delays, and just really help us get this over the finish line. Our community sees this as so important.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Yes, absolutely. We have worked closely with the state and with the railroads on that route. There have been some challenges. A portion of it, we've been able to get those investments in place. The portion over the BNSF railroad, it's when we've hit the short line territory that things have been a little bit more difficult, but we're working through that with the state, and you absolutely have our commitment. We'll continue to partner with the state on it.
I appreciate that. And that was really part of my second question. We've got so you've got the Illinois Department of Transportation, and I think I don't need to mention the rail line, but the part that a certain rail line where they own the track. So we've got timeline and design upgrades that are needed on that. I think if we can work through that part of it, we'll be able to move this forward. And I guess that's probably more specifically the area that we just really hope that we can work together on working that part of it through.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, as you know, these are state grants, and so we do need the state DOT, as they have been, to stay focused on it and to try to resolve those issues. Ultimately, they're responsible for that, but we've been partnering with them to help them try to clear some of the obstacles in the way of that grant.
How are you feeling on our chances?
We remain committed and hopeful on getting through them.
I will pass that along to my community. I appreciate that. No, we really do appreciate your help. The FRA has been very, very good to deal with, so thank you so much for that, your willingness to commit to that. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Ms. Bustos. Mr. Capuano.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank the panel again. Like I said,